Good evening and welcome back to our final contestant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We've got Zoo with us. Zoo, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, a little bit nervous, but extremely happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yes, absolutely. We're happy to have you too. And you know what? You're not alone. Each guest that we've had tonight has felt the nerves, the hot seat. That's what they call it. You
It is
feel the
very
stress.
hot. It is very hot right now.
But you know what? No problems. We're raising money for charity. Nothing's going to come out of your wallet. We're just going to have fun tonight.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm no stranger to winning money, as you can see with that check over there, right? But hopefully I can reproduce that tonight. Wish me luck, yeah.
And the donation dollars are coming from our sponsor, Juke. Thank you so much, Juke. With that, we're going to go into the rules, dude. All right, how to play. Answer 15 multiple choice questions. If you answer them all in a row correctly, then you win. You have up to 3 lifelines to help you select an answer. The 50-50, which randomly takes away 2 wrong answers. Ask the audience, where we go to Twitter and ask the people for help. And finally, a phone a friend. And I am to understand you have Hacks, Money, and Cactuar as potential phone a friends. So you're looking good.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, are you ready to get into the game in the first question?
Let's go, let's do it.
Deep breaths. All right, let's get ready to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question 1. For $1 to Direct Relief, brought to you by our friends at Juked. Stack It Up is a chant most associated with this player. Is it A, M2K, B, PPMD, C, Ginger, or D, Chillin'?
I think we all know this one. This is going to be B, PPMD, final answer.
PPMD, did he get it? Yes, for $1 going to Direct Relief.
Let's go.
The $2 question. Let's go. $2 question. This sacred combo is performed by which character? Is it A, Captain Falcon, B, Falco, C, Marth, or D, Fox?
Ooh, this is interesting. I feel like some people might not know this, but this is the Westfall's... Okay, wait, let me think about this. My gut reaction is it's the Falcon Stomp Knee Falcon Punch. Now, I know that Westfalls has done it, but now I'm thinking like it might be originated from someone else. But either way, I'm very confident it is a Captain Falcon. 1 second. Sacred Combo is performed by which character? Yeah. Falcon. I'm going to do a final answer.
Final answer, is it Captain Falcon? Yes, of course. And to my recollection, it was Port and Zoso who called it that.
Okay.
Need a Falcon Punch true combo, the sacred combo.
Not necessarily Stomp. Okay, right.
Not necessarily. For $3, fill in the blank. Ain't no telling how foolish you'll be looking. Blank can't contain this ass whooping. Is it A, the whole Apex venue, B, all of Sweden, C, evidence.zip, or D, Smashboards' profanity filter?
Ain't no telling how foolish you be looking. Evidence.zip can't contain this ass whooping. The whole Apex venue. Yeah, let's do C, final answer.
C, evidence.zip. Is he right? Yes, he is for $3. I've actually never heard the whole thing. Like, I would get this wrong. Fun fact.
I don't believe you. I think you could. I think you would have figured it out.
Maybe.
It would come
I would have called you up. Question number 4. El Chocolate Diablo is the team name of what 2 players? Was it A, Ken and Isaiah, B, M2K and Armada, C, Husband and Wife, or D, S2J and Shroomed?
Huh. Yeah, I think I know this one. I'm just looking through the answers. M2K Armada, I actually don't know if they had a team name. Husband and Wife, the Newlyweds, S2J and Shroomed. I'm not sure what their team name was, but I feel like every team name that S2J has is usually Fuck Shroomed. But it wouldn't be in that case because he's with Shroom, or maybe it still is. I don't know. But
maybe it still is.
I think it's A. Ken and Isaiah. I'm gonna lock down the final answer.
Your final answer, is it Ken and Isaiah, El Chocolate Diablo? Chocolate?
El Chocolate Diablo. I think chocolate.
And it's right. No, I didn't hear the music. On to the next question, our first checkpoint for $10 to charity. Which of these is not one of the things Kirby transforms into with down B? Is it a 100-ton weight, a spike ball, a thwomp, or a statue?
Hmm. 100-ton weight, I think so. Spike ball, I think so. Thwomp? I'm gonna get murdered for this, but I'm not 100% sure what that is. I think it's like the Mario stone, maybe. Statue? What kind of statue?
Kirby's down B.
Yeah, I'm just like visualizing it. I can see the ball, I can see the little...
You can see it in your mind's eye.
A little bit, some of them. The hell is statue? Oh, I hate this.
Would you like to use a lifeline?
I hate that I even have a little bit of uncertainty with this so early on.
It's okay, you're doing fine.
Am I a gambler or do I just pick?
Whatever you want to do, Zoo.
Yeah, let me think about it for a second. Let me not be impulsive. I am going to ask the audience on this one. I think I'm gonna just do it.
You want to lock that in?
Yeah, let's just do it.
All right, we're going to go ask the audience, which, as you know, means a tweet out to the people. And as we get all that put together, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with the audience results for this question. Stay with us for more Millionaire. And we're back with the results. Okay, Zoo, which of these is not one of the things Kirby transforms into with down B? The highest answer was statue, 72.5%. Thwomp next with 21.6%. And 100-ton weight and spike ball with around 3% of the vote.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I had to like weigh like my intuition, it was like something like that. I felt bad that I like used it, but this is like the question before I lock in the 1,000, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so I don't feel too bad.
Guaranteed dollars to charity, which ties you with Blur. If you get it right, it'll tie you with Blur, and you will have beaten hugs.
That's the important part. You can't go down last.
It's true.
Right? You can't be last.
So what do you think? You're going to go with D?
I'm going to go with D. I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to go with ask the audience. Let's do it.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Is it D, statue? Yes, it is. $10 raised for direct relief. Moving on to the $15 question. This is when things get really hot. Which of these stages was not used as a legal stage for Apex 2009? Was it A, Poke Floats, B, Congo Jungle, C, Green Greens, or D, Mushroom Kingdom?
Interesting. I was around during that era. I have played on many of these stages. I've never played on Mushroom Kingdom. So now I have to think. My intuition is that. Wait, Congo Jungle is the one with the river. No, I was thinking DK64. Okay, so let me think about this. Apex 2009. I was at that tournament. I do not 100% remember. Interesting. Mushroom Kingdom is Apex 2009. Was I at that Apex 2009? Hold on. So that's actually pretty early. I might have gone to like a later Apex. Was I at 2009? Oh my god.
I am hearing from production that by Congo Jungle we do mean KJ64. Apparently both.
Oh, DK64. Okay, the taller one
They're
with the
both
barrel.
called Congo Jungle.
Okay, so DK64, not the river. Or sorry, no river, but the barrel on the bottom. I know for sure Poke Floats, Green Greens, and Congo Jungle were the more like common counter picks.
But what about Mushroom Kingdom?
Right, but what about Mushroom Kingdom? I feel like it was played at some point. I don't think it was common, and I'm not even sure if I like went to Apex 2009, and like maybe there's a chance that one of these tournaments had like that stage as like some weird counter pick. I think it was used like back in the day. Yeah, I feel this is like a similar situation with the last one where I feel like if I had no lifelines, like D is just like my obvious choice, but because I have lifelines,
You don't want to keep them if you go down.
I don't want to keep
You're
them.
thinking.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, right? That's the trade-off. Do I go aggro and have a better chance later, or do I play it safe here?
Well, sometimes you have no clue about a question. Maybe you want to save them for one of those.
Maybe, right?
Depends on how sure you are about Mushroom Kingdom, I would say.
That's right, Regis. That is right.
Would you say you're 70%, 80%?
You know, this is a good point, because when I asked the audience, you know, I feel like 70 to 80% sure. And
not too bad.
It's not too bad. It's really not. And I'm trying to think the people that I would call. I think Cactuar would just remember this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just say D.
You're gonna go with your gut.
I think so. Green Greens. Let me just think. Mushroom Kingdom at 2. It's like no way, right? Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna lock it, and I'm gonna final answer it.
Final answer D, Mushroom Kingdom. Let's see. And he got it at $15. Well done. Take a deep breath. Sigh of relief. Trust yourself. You've got your intuition sharp.
So far, so good. So far, so good. Yeah.
So far, so good. Let's see what we've got up next. For $20, Captain Falcon has 2 different taunt animations. So does this other character. Pichu, Marth, Pikachu, or Young Link.
2 taunt animations. Is that because one's facing the audience and one's facing the other way? I'm actually not 100% sure. Okay, well, Pichu does like the little... I feel like he kind of does this little like kick thing. Like a Pichu thing. And then Marth is like the... You know, he says like, everyone look at me. Mina, like, mitekure or something, yeah. And then Pikachu is like the little peace sign, and then Young Link's is the drinking the milk. Now, 2 animations. I've not actually thought about this.
A question where you really don't know. It sounds like.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, you've got 2 lifelines.
I do. My feeling is that it has to do with the way that the character turns. Maybe it's like the same, but it's like it's the same one, but it's just like facing the screen and not. That's like my best guess. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on this. Fuck. Okay,
Can you narrow it down at all?
I've even been playing Marth, but I'm not a taunter, you know. I don't do that taunt stuff on rollback, you know. I'm not one of those people.
People don't. Yes, I understand that.
Right? I'm not one of those people. But if I was one of those people, I might know this answer right now. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think between my two picks, Hax and Cactuar. Are the
Who
two
is that kind of guy?
Who's the bigger nerd? It's Hax Money for sure. Fuck. God damn it. Okay, I'll do it.
It's Sam's final answer.
Yeah. I'll call Hax.
So we're gonna use the phone a friend?
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna get Hax Money on the line, and while we get him ready, we're gonna go to a quick commercial break. So stick around for more Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And we are back. We've got Zoo with Hax Money on the line. Zoo, take it away.
All right, Hax, I need your help. So the question is, Captain Falcon has 2 different taunt animations. So does this other character. Is it Pichu, Marth, Pikachu, or Young Link?
Fox.
Classic. Well, you got 25 more seconds, I think. 20 seconds. Did you say Fox or fuck?
Fox.
Fox is not in that list.
No, they forgot the other option. The answer is Fox.
Hax, I need you, dude. Do you know or do you not?
And you're not paying me nearly enough for this. I got one last thing to say. Visit www.fox.com.
Oh my.
Thank you for your time. I'll catch you later, Zoo.
Wow, what a waste of a lifeline. Hax Money making a case for the grind PR, like he wants to be on there. He said Fox. He was insistent that the answer is Fox. Cactuar would have done you better.
Probably. Can you see the future of Twitch chat? I see many, many poor zoos in the chat. So many.
I guess we should have expected it.
I think he just didn't know. If he knew, I feel like he would have helped. He wouldn't do me like that. God, I hate this. This is so bad. I literally feel so stupid. I just don't know this information. Let's 50-50 it. I hate this, but yeah, let's just do it and then we'll gomble.
You sure?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, computer, randomly take away 2 of the wrong answers.
Okay.
Is it Pichu or Marth? Out of lifelines, but like you said, the strategy is to gomble. You're down to a 50-50. 2 different taunt animations, and Captain Falcon does have one. Now you know that Young Link doesn't, Pikachu doesn't.
Yeah, huh.
Does that help?
I don't know. Like, the only way I can reason this out is like, oh, maybe it's facing the other way or something like that. And like,
well, every character must have a taunt animation facing both ways, right? It's not like with Marth, you can't taunt if you're not looking left. Or with any character, you can taunt.
Yeah. I almost feel like... Man, I have no idea. For some reason, I'm just imagining, like, if I'm facing left, like, Marth faces the screen, and if you're, like, facing right, then he faces, like, away from the screen, or, like, something like that. It would have to be that, like, that's the only... Oh, I guess Hax was saying, like, Fox, because, like, of, like, the Corneria taunt. But that's fine. Not one of the options, so... I don't know why, but I'm just leaning Marth. For no real particular reason other than I can just kind of see him doing the taunt the other way. But I feel like Pichu feels more of like the trivia thing, because Pichu's like an underused character. Does Pichu turn around?
Well, I can't imagine that's about the slightest of all variations. Facing left or right.
Maybe it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna flip a coin.
The 4th lifeline. The hidden 4th lifeline.
Alright, everyone, we're gonna gomble. I'm gonna do heads as Pichu, and I'm gonna use this. $1 US coin. All right, heads is Pichu. All right, we got heads. Heads is Pichu.
You're gonna go with it?
I'm gonna final answer it.
Pichu, final answer. The fourth lifeline. Did it do him well, or did it do him dirty?
Oh
You got it. That coin far more valuable than Hack's money.
Far more valuable.
Who could believe it? And you've got new life in you. $20 for charity. Moving on to the $25 question. You're on the cusp of the big money. How are you feeling after that one, Zoo?
I'm feeling great. I'm gonna, how much was that?
25.
25, I'll match that.
25. I'll match it too. You ready for the next question? Here we go. Which Mr. Game & Watch judgment number gives a freezing effect? Is it A, 5, B, 6, C, 8, or D, 7? Now you're making a face right now, Zoo, that tells me that you don't have a clue. And if that's the case, I just want to remind you that you can walk away at the $25 mark.
And if I drop down, it goes back to 10.
We'll go back down to 10.
If I gamble,
Now,
yeah.
That said, if you get this right, you're at $50. So it is double your money.
All right, let me think with my very limited Game & Watch knowledge. There's like a fire. There's a freezing, like we talked about. Freezing is pretty good. Fire, lightning, frozen. I mean, 1 is the little bop. Is there like an elemental effect for all of them? I'm actually not sure. 9 is obviously the hammer. That's obvious. 5, 6, 7, 8. Also, I think it's interesting that it's like 5, 6, 8, 7. It's a neat pattern.
It's counterintuitive.
A little bit. I don't know why, but my initial intuition was just like 8.
They say go with your gut.
So the freezing one seems to be the strongest. Like the 8 actually kills sometimes, I think. Like if you get stuck frozen, you kind of like, if you don't mash, you kind of just die. So that can happen. All the other ones, the fire's not very strong. The lightning's like kind of weak. In terms of scale, I'm trying to think if there's anything like stronger, at least intuitively to me, than the ice one.
You're trying to get into Sakurai's head.
Who knows what that man is thinking? That is about all the reasoning that I can think of with Game & Watch. I just have so little Game & Watch knowledge. I've played Curb, and he has not really used the hammer on me that much,
Well, that's a shame.
It is a shame. I don't want to waste people's time. I have one guess, I guess.
We've got time. We could even cut to a break if you want to sit and think.
No. Should I flip 4 more coins? I don't know. The coins have been very helpful. I'm just gonna go with it. I've already agreed to, well, I mean, that doesn't matter.
You want to keep playing, I bet.
I really want to keep playing. What's the point if not to play more?
It's tough to walk away.
I'm not gonna walk away here. Nah.
All right. Well,
No
then you know what
lifelines.
your choices are.
I'm gonna go with C8.
Just going with your gut.
We're gonna lock it in. We'll final answer it. I'm very sorry.
Final answer. Does Zoo's subconscious know the answer to this question? He got it. 8 is the judgment number that gives a freezing effect. Wow. You're on a roll, Zoo. Deep breaths. Ready to go. We're going right into our next question. Only one throw in the game can be SDI'd. Which throw is it? Is it A, Jigglypuff's forward throw, B, Peach's forward throw, C, Captain Falcon's up throw, or D, Pikachu's forward throw? The only throw in the game that can be SDI'd.
Yeah, so I mean, I could immediately narrow it down to A or B. There's like the slap for both. My initial just gut reaction is A. Jigglypuff does that slap. It's just like that thing where it's like, oh, like, I mean, this is just like trivia, and that's just what I remember it to be. Peach also has a slap with the throw, and her slap is a lot smaller, right? Her slap is just like a lot smaller. It's a lot shorter. Puffs, I just remembered to be like a thing. I don't know. Oh, that's just my memory. Let me just think about this really quick. They're like very similar. Peach and Puff's forward throws are very similar, but I'm like very confident that like Jigglypuff's forward throw just has more of like an oomph to it, you know? It's not Falcon's
I
up
know what
throw.
you mean. How do you know it's not C or D?
I feel like C I can just rule out because there's just no hit for the throw, and then, well, there's D, which like Pikachu has like the jolt thing, but I think that the jolt happens before the actual throw, which I don't really know exactly the mechanics of it, but like Jigglypuff's forward throw, I guess it's like throw and then I guess the thing which you can SDI or something like that, assuming that I'm thinking about it correctly.
Yeah.
It's got to be A, right?
You know, I don't know.
You seem to know a lot about Jigglypuff. I've heard the commentary back in the day. There are a lot of things that are said about her.
I do know some things about Jigglypuff, yes. Nothing so technical. I know how I feel about the character.
I'm gonna go with our motto so far. I'm gonna go with trusting my gut, and I'm gonna lock in A, Jigglypuff's forward throw final answer.
If you get it all right, A, Jigglypuff's forward throw. Can it be SDI'd? Zoo, you are on a roll. Truly impressive. You're just reaching down into your Melee gut, your Melee knowledge. Everything's just been assimilated into your bones over the years.
And yet, the seat is very hot.
Well, you are at $50. Going for 80, which is the next checkpoint. If you get this, you'll be at $80 and you can't go down from there. All right, Zoo. Next question for $80 to direct relief. Which of these characters cannot wall jump? Is it Mario, Dr. Mario, Samus, or Pichu?
Dr. Mario.
Is that your final answer?
One more time? So
Is it A, Mario, B, Dr. Mario, C, Samus, or D, Pichu?
Yeah, I'm not gonna overthink this. I'm just gonna say it's Doc. That's B.
All right, he's saying B. Final answer?
Final answer.
Is it Dr. Mario who cannot wall jump? Yes, of course it's Dr. Mario, and there you are at the milestone, $80 to charity. Thanks to our friends over at Juked. You must be feeling okay, Zoo. Maybe we can keep this going.
It's a mixture of okay and very not okay. Heads and tails, yin and yang.
Yin and yang. The nature of all things. Are you ready for the $100 question?
Yeah.
Here we go. Just so you know, you're tied with Taffokins for first place. You've done your duty here. Which of these Ganondorfs has taken a game off of Armada in tournament? Is it A, none, B, Bizarro Flame, C, Trail, or D, Rock?
I think I just know this. I think it's B, and I almost believe that it was his Fox that he took a game off of. Like, I'm trying to think, it was like... I could be remembering wrong, but it was like... I think it was game 1 Fox Battlefield. Could have been game 2, but... Yeah, I'm pretty confident it's...
You feel like you've seen it. You know details of this game.
I think I was there. I think I was in the zoo seat watching it. I don't know, maybe I'm not, but like, I feel like, you know, it's in my head.
Zoo seat.
Rock? I don't think so. Trail? Nah.
Ho Chi Minh Trail.
All, again, Rock, Trail, phenomenal players. I just think Armada was a little bit, you know, later than their primes, at least. I don't think none has. I'm gonna go with B, Bizarro Flame, Final Answer.
Was it Biz who took a game off of Armada in tournament? Can Zoo get to $100? Yes, he can. $100. Coming up, the $150 question. Now we're in the money. $50 a pop. Zoo, which of these is not another name for Jigglypuff in different versions of the game? Is it A, Puddin, B, Rondodo, C, Pummelup, or D, Globala?
Okay, well, I know about Purin and I know about Rondodu.
What are they?
Yeah, Purin's the Japanese one, and Rondodu, oh my god, I think is the French one. Globala? And Pummelup? Pummelup just feels very Jigglypuff, and I feel like that's potentially the trick or the anti-trick. Globala, I have no idea what that is. Globala? Pummelup. Like,
well, it sounds to me like you've narrowed it down to 2. But, so you could take a guess. But on the other hand, if you walk away, you will have finished in first place of our 4 contestants. But I know you. You want to go for it.
I do.
I can feel it.
This is like a coin flip, but I have a lenience, if that's the right term. I have a hunch.
What are you thinking?
I mean, Pummelup just... If I don't overthink it, Pummelup sounds very within the category of Jigglypuff.
It feels real to you.
Well, that's a thing. I don't know if it's real. That's my question. It feels in that zone, but I don't know if it's real. Because that's how these questions are. Sometimes it's not real. Globala. I've just not played these other versions of the game. I'm so sorry.
We're all out of lifelines.
All right. You know what? Let's play. I want to see the next question. I think, Scar, you probably even want to see the next question. I'm sure the people at home.
Of course I do. Of course I do.
There's
but
zero
I
chance.
want you to feel good about your decisions. And I feel if I were you, I would feel good about my performance so far. I don't think that you could do something wrong here.
I would not feel good about walking. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna not overthink this and acknowledge that there is a chance of it being a trick. But I'm just gonna gamble. Yeah, it's a guess. It's a 50-50. I'm gonna go with D. Pummelup? Pummelup is just... That's just so stupid. I don't want to, like, I don't even want to take a guess at, like, a language because I'm just going to look so stupid. Like, you know, thinking it's like it's like a X language sounding word. Globala?
I think people will forgive you.
D Globala final answer.
Oh, I'm gonna hold my breath. Is it Globala or Pumela? Did he get it? Yes! He got it! $150. Wow. Globala was the made-up word. Pumela. Well, I was really right there with you. I was wondering, what did somebody make up as a wrong answer for this question, and what is a legitimate translation of Jigglypuff? Apparently it's in Spanish. Pumela. Wow. Congratulations, Zoo. Well done. You need a minute? Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go, but I did want to shout out the French Melee community, the HF LAN folks who's taking me out. That's the only reason why I know about Rondodo. So
shout outs.
Yeah, huge shout outs.
Whew. All right, Zoo, here we go into our next question. For $200, which of these players has never defeated Wizrobe? Is it A, RK? Is it B, Alex19? Is it C, L, or D, Zamu?
All right, I know that L and Alex19 have for sure. So we're already at a 50-50. I feel like RK has. I feel like I've just seen RK. When I see RK, I think Wizrobe defeater. Zamu's a really good player though. So it's like, if, oh my gosh. I could just be remembering this wrong though. RK. I know. I've even talked to Wizrobe about this. He's told me that just like the scariest character for him is just like a really aggressive fox. At least that was the case for him at some period in his career. I think as he was like rising up, once he started getting a lot of good wins, like that was still very scary for him. Like he could just lose, and I know for sure L and Alex19 are two of them. RK, it's just, I don't know why, but I just feel like I've just seen like in one of those upset threads or whatever, like RK defeating Wizrobe, but I could just totally be wrong.
You have a faint memory of it, somewhere deep in your mind.
Yeah, either my mind or my soul or something.
Maybe it came to you in a dream. But Zamu, it sounds to me like you're thinking maybe it's Zamu.
I am thinking maybe it's Zamu, who has not defeated Wizrobe. Okay, I'm going to do I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do D, Zamu final answer.
He said final answer. Is it Zamu, who has never defeated Wizrobe? Yes, it is. $200 for direct relief, thanks to our friends over at Jute. Zoo, you've had no lifelines for about 7 questions now. How are you feeling about your potential to take it all the way? That must be the goal.
2 more questions. 2 more questions?
No whammy. No whammy. Let's go.
Let's move on. Let's do it.
Give us one we could reason about. One time for your boys. Going into the $250 question. This technical Chilean player has a set victory over Lovage. Is it A, Dark, B, Gino, C, Blassie, or D, Mapache?
I don't feel good about this one. Yeah.
Is it a shot in the dark? No,
kind of. It kind of is. I mean,
throwing spaghetti at the wall?
I'm like pretty sure it's not Dark. I just don't know that Dark has played Lovage. Gino, I don't even know that. I just haven't seen that name. Mapache, same, but Blassie, I have seen that name. And my gut is Blassie, and I have no idea why. I just feel like I've seen that, but I could just totally be wrong again. Mapache and Gino, I just don't feel like I've seen those names. Dark, everyone, I mean, a lot of us know. Perfect Dark. many appearances in those just super influential, awesome Chilean combo videos. I don't know that he's ever played against Lovage. Again, I could be wrong. I feel like it's Blassie, and I don't know why I think that. I just feel like I've seen that name again in like an upset thread or something, but like maybe the set happened before those even existed. I don't know.
You read a lot of upset threads, huh?
I'm on Reddit, baby. I like to keep up.
Well, from the outside perspective, I've seen this happen a couple times. You've always been right, but has your luck run out? That's the question.
Okay. Talk money with me. What are we looking at?
Right now you're at $200. If you walk away, you will have generated more for direct relief than all 3 other contestants combined. If you get this question right, you're going to go up to $250. And the next question will be for the grand prize of $300. If you get this question wrong, however, you will go all the way back down to $80, tied with Tapokins for first.
Okay.
It's harsh, but it's true.
So is life.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay, even though I have a hunch, it's less grounded in reality, I think, than the other ones. But I'm going to guess, and I could be wrong, but let's play. I'm gonna say C, Blassie.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, let's do it.
Did Blassie defeat Lovage? Yes! He got it again! $250 to charity. Zoo, you were on the last question. How did you pull that one? You literally just probably read it up that thread and you remembered it.
Also, this is really, really, really stupid, but every single time that I wasn't sure, I actually have been flipping my coin. And if it lands heads,
You go with it.
I just feel like it's just telling me that I'm right.
Magic coin.
It's a magic coin. And I wanted to say that before, just to put more stakes on this last one for me.
Something magical is happening here.
I hope so.
Zoo, you've got incredible recall. You remember things. A faint memory that you can hear.
Or am I just going crazy? No one knows.
25% chance after 25% chance. And also the people don't know that you got another question right that was actually pulled. So they don't even know how long you've been doing this. Are you ready for the final question?
Yep, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, Zoo. Here we go. For $300. Which of these players has 4-stock Nintendude in tournament? J-Flex, Slox, The Lake, or Spinda?
Hack's money isn't on this list? That's messed up.
Did he 4-stock Nintendude in tournament? I think he did.
I think he did. Pound 2016.
Well, he's not alone, because one of these players did as well.
I hate this. I hate this question the most because this one I actually have no idea.
Do you know anything about these players?
I do.
Regions?
Yes. So J-Flex, Chic Player, Tri-State. I'm not sure if New York, but I think. Slox, whom a lot of us know, Fox, Falcon, and my guess is just had the most number of sets with Nintendude. And that's just like that's my gut feeling. The Lake, Zelda player. Now I feel like this could be one of those meme sets where it's like, oh, the Lake, 4-stock Nintendude with Zelda. And I think that's possible, especially like an older set. And there's like this sliver of like a memory where it's like, oh, the Lake 4-stock Nintendo and lost or something like that. But like I'm not even sure about that. And then Spinda, I know, strong Fox player, but I don't know of any sets with Spinda and Nintendo. I just don't know. I'm at 250.
Yes.
And the next one is how much more? 50 more, right?
50 more. That's it.
So the expected value or the potential value of this pick, walking away is not actually bad in this case. Right. Going from 250 to 80, correct? 250 to 80, that's 170. Potential loss for a $50 gain to charity.
Yeah.
And
it is for charity.
It is for charity, and like getting the last question right, I feel like is hubris. If I have actually nothing or like very, very, very little to go on, if I had to guess, it would be between B or C. And it's like one of those things where it's like just pure statistics or just like likelihoodness. I feel like it's Slox. But I feel
is that enough to go on, or would you feel happy? Would you feel good about your performance if you were to walk away? Would you feel good about it if you were to put in a final answer and get it wrong?
This is the first time where I actually would feel bad if I got it wrong.
Something changed in this final question. Something feels different.
There's the uncertainty of the answers for me. It's just like I feel like Slox had to have 4-stocked Nintendo at some point. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like it just had to have happened, right? I feel like I've talked to Nintendo, and it's like, oh, I can just hear him say like little giggle, like guess what happened to me in like winners. Like I actually got 4-stocked by the lake, but then I won the set. But I feel like I've had that conversation. Maybe I don't know, man. I hate this.
You feel like maybe you were there for it. Does the feeling feel as strong as some of those other questions?
I am way more scared of these two answers than the others, for sure. There's an element of fear, for sure. I'm gonna take a second to think about this. I'm the final contestant?
The final contestant.
This is the last question?
The final question.
Oh, that feels bad.
It'll come back. We'll fix that in post.
That feels bad. All right. Oh, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. I feel like Slox had to have 4-stocked Nintendo at some point, right? It had to have happened.
Tell you the truth, I have no idea.
Okay.
You want to keep your 250? Be the champ of Who Wants to Be a MELEEIONAIRE? Do you want to go for the glory? Potentially be the winner of it all? Stand on top of the mountain? With that, risking falling down to the $80 mark and tying with Tapokins?
I think if it were... I think because it's charity, I'm leaning towards walking. If I had to guess, it would have been Slox.
Yeah, do it for the kids. Do it for those who are going to be relieved, is what you're thinking.
I kind of think so. I don't think I feel super good about just like gambling just for fun.
Well,
in
you
this
can of
case.
course tell us what you think it is, and you know we don't have to. We'll know what could have been. That's always an option here.
It would have been Slox.
There are no questions behind the door anymore.
Yeah.
No what ifs.
Yeah, I'm in the hot seat. I am going to walk. If I would have guessed, it would have been Slox though. But I am going to retire here. I don't feel good about
At
taking a shot in the dark.
$250 for charity. Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
All right. Well, congratulations to you, Zoo. $250 for charity. 14 questions correct in a row. At least 7 of those with no lifelines. And what was the final answer? No one knows. It was the lake. So well done. Going with some deep voice inside each and every time, and it's done you very, very well. Really, congratulations. An amazing thing that I got to witness where you pulled from Reddit thread after Reddit thread and deep in your subconscious.
Thank you.
Well played, Zoo. How does it feel to be the Melee Who Wants to Be a Millionaire champion?
It feels good. I had a blast doing this. I hope everyone else did too. I would love to see this again, and I would love to be dethroned. So
Absolutely. I love that fighting spirit. And what a beautiful way to end Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Congratulations to Zoo, Tapokins, the Crimson Blur, and Hugs, our guests. And until next time, I'm Regis Philbin or something. Thanks for watching. Peace out.